Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Trace again here at T&M Diecast Reviews. And that Audi R8, what is that thing called? R8 V-10 Plus. It's finally finished. So, time to put it back together. So I'll make a video and I'll put it back together. Follow up the video that I made how to disassemble it. So here we go. Let me get over here and get it back together. Hopefully I won't knock the camera over with my big feet. So this is your body, everything. I did flock it. I did flock the interior of the car and the trunk area. So there you go. There it is. Hope you can see it. Turned out pretty good. Discovered a new little trick. This flocking. It seems when you put it on there, even after you put paint on it and put flocking on it, it seems that the flocking will get loose and fall out and fall everywhere and everything. A little trick I discovered. Took some hairspray. I just sprayed it across a couple times. Keeps the flocking down on there. Keeps it from falling all over the place. Look at there. And even falling on the car. So nice little trick. Little added tip and trick there you can do. Guys, I did break down and did paint the darn calipers on the car. You can see here all these little blue things here. This is the calipers to the car. Did go ahead and paint them. I wanted to paint them blue, but my blue dried up, so I painted them red. So we'll get rid of all this stuff, get it all ready to go. Hoping this video don't take too long, but I want y'all to see what happens, how to put it all back together after you do all your modifications. Yeah. For some reason it's always easier taping it than it is to get the tape off. It's just painter's tape, for Pete's sakes. Why is it so sticky? Hopefully it don't mess this up. Oh my goodness. There. When I do my calipers on my cars, I always paint the backs of them too. I don't know why, because you're not really going to see them. See there? That's the front of the caliper. I always paint the back too. I just feel like it's easier to do it that way. But well, apparently it's fairly hard to get it off. I didn't bring my knife outside. You should always have a good pocket knife with you. You never know when you're going to need it for something. There you go. There's one. Little touches of red paint on this felt here for this table. So if I don't ever get that off, take the time to get that off, every video I make from now on will have little spots of red paint on it in every video. I don't care. Sometimes these brake calipers will be different sizes for the front and the rear, and then sometimes all four calipers are the same size. It just depends on the manufacturer, I guess, what they chose to do. Looking like all four of these calipers are going to be the same size. Yeah, but the way they go on there, on there like that, you just put the caliper over the wheel. So wheel disassembly. I don't think I have a screwdriver here. Take the wheels off your axles. Maisto, and I believe Barago does it too. They have these little holes here, and it's for what it is they're kind of recessed in there. your spring, when your suspension goes up in there, you take a screwdriver, Phillips head, stick it in that hole, and the wheel's on there. It's easy to put the wheels back on. The little, we'll tell you this, you got to put the rotor and caliper on first. You'll notice, I don't know if this will pick up on this camera or not, I hope it does. There's a little tip up here, right where my fingernail is. It's like a guide pin, and there's a little slot on this rotor. That tip goes in that slot. So you're really supposed to put your rotors on first. And I don't think there's any way that you can put them on backwards. We'll see. But you put your rotors on first, and then you put your wheel over top of it. See there? I just let it over there. And the best thing to do is stick that screwdriver back in there, and that way you have something to push on. So I push on the screwdriver, and I push on the wheel from the other side. And that's how you get them to go on there. Until the rotor doesn't want to cooperate and comes off. A little pin. I think I've had some models where these pins have been different sizes. Yeah, see that one's points up. This pin points down. See where my thumb? Okay. I guess that's a way of keeping it for you can't mess up. But I've had some where the pins were different sizes. Like that one fits on there tighter. Okay, that may be a one way to determine the front and the rear rotors. I think that one's bigger. Well, that's really hard to tell. Where's the fronts at? Yeah, sometimes they'll do that. No, those are the same size too. Okay. All right. I have rear. This is the rear. Okay, so that's the front wheel. Now your front wheels are always narrower. Front tires are always narrower than the back. There's the back. I have a rear axle, so stupid finger. All right, here. All right, screwdriver. And pop back on there. There you go. Hear that? That's nice. Supposed to do that. That's what it's supposed to sound like. All right. I guess the only way you can mess up is if the caliper's not facing the right way. But I don't think you can mess up by putting the calipers on facing the wrong way. Okay, so this is the rear wheel. There we go. Takes a little force. Takes a little force to get them off. But like I was telling you, you stick a screwdriver in there. Take a screwdriver, and your hands are big enough. Yeah, I usually can pull it in close to me. Pull the screwdriver one direction, and pull the wheel the other direction. And if you listen, it takes a little bit to get it off. It takes a little bit to get it on. Yeah, so there we go. There we go. And it come off. Here's an instance where you need something small to get in there and push that rotor back on there. Right onto the pin. I don't know if that'll go in there or not. Probably not. That's alright. Oh, I can do that later. You can stick a like a little small screwdriver or whatever, push pin down in there, ink pen. The main thing is to get them back on the axle. Now this one here has a smaller hole that screwdriver won't fit in. And I didn't bring nothing out here to put that on with, so hopefully I can push it on my thumb. Felt it moving. Don't want to push too hard. There we go. I was holding my breath. Doesn't break nothing. Okay. Next rotor. That one don't want to go on. Come on now. There it goes. They are on there. They'll definitely stay on there. Bottom of your chassis with your shock absorbers, springs, coilovers. All right. There's your cover plates for that. I do believe this one is the rear. So you've got to drop your axle on there first. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. See how they go in the little pocket. Is that the rear? No, it's not. Is that the rear this way? Yes, it is. Okay. Because all your lines will line up there. Little tabs pop in the little slots. And now you put your screws down in there. Which is 4 over here. Sometimes I use my electric screwdriver, sometimes I just use the manual. Okay. On the front. The front is kind of tricky because you got this little post here, and this is your post where your steering goes into. So you gotta be careful. Don't mess that up, or you'll be taking the battery. This little guide pin here goes in this little slot, the chassis. So that's one way you can keep from screwing up. Still not facing the right way, Tracy. There we go. There. Little key there to remember. I'm gonna get that on there the right way. That little post goes right over that. And little cover slot there. I think that goes that way. It looks like it. Mash them down. But watch this. Watch it mess me up. Kind of bend it forward a little bit. Get them tabs in there. They keep everything down and in line until you get your screws in. But if you remember, I didn't take these screws out when I disassembled it. Aha. See there, we're good to go. Okay, the wheels and everything back on there. Interior. Got two little pins here. Goes in these holes on the chassis. So it keeps it in there. I like to put my seats in first. So you just gotta remember, seatbelt latch goes on the inside. What I do, got these little tabs on the seats. Put the back one in first. And that way you can force it back. Bend your cradle a little bit and get it in there. Sometimes it'll pop, sometimes it'll slide. It's just because of the flocking. Keep that from doing popping sometimes. Yeah. And I told you that flocking will make it pretty tough. There we go, that one popped in. The other one's in, it just didn't pop in. Alright. And we put that on the two pins. It's going to be a long video, sorry, but sometimes this is the way it is. That sits down there. Steering wheel goes through. Put your steering wheel in first. In this instance, I go into the little hole, little guide hole there. Okay, be that way. And it goes down in there. Pull your steering wheel up so it locks in place. Sometimes, there you go. Sometimes it takes a little effort, sometimes it doesn't. And you can test it, see if it turns your front wheels. And it does. My whole finger in the way. Yep, it's working. And that's basically about it. You just set the body on top. Hopefully it'll just slide right on there. Like I said, hopefully. A lot of times I just put my dash on last and pop it up in there. Put the dash in first, or in the body of the car, because you got little grooves in here that you'll see. That'll hold it there. I didn't take the doors off or anything. Didn't feel the need. Showed you in the disassembly video how to get those off. It's real simple. There's that one and there's that one. Okay. Kind of get everything to line up right. Usually when it dashes in there, it lines up pretty good. And there you go. It fell right up in there. Now, typical steering wheel fell loose, and you just bring it up, reach in there with your fingers. Sometimes that can be tough. You got bigger fingers like I got. It'll be tough to get it up in there. But it pops in there pretty easy. Snaps up in there. Close the doors. Flip the car over. And put in your 3 screws. I always put in the one that holds up the chassis to the body first. Make sure you don't cross thread nothing. One of the reasons why I like to use a manual screwdriver. Now these ones down in here, hopefully you can hit them on the first try, but I kind of doubt it. I just don't have much faith in it. This is when you need your oh no, I forgot to put the pedals in. Ugh. Let's see how easy this is going to be. Probably not easy at all. Okay, that came back out. Alright. The pedals, they go over the little steering notch there, the steering column. Alright, do it again. See, the steering wheel stayed into the dash. Put that back in there. Back down there. Hopefully everything will go right on top. A lot of times these cars won't be so cooperative. And you got a lot of fussing and fighting to do with these things. Most of the time, especially with Maisto and Barago, that's another reason why I like them so much. But they cooperate pretty good. Alright. So with the manual screwdriver, you can feel the threads better and everything. I think standing this thing up will help me get this in here. I really wish I would have brought my screwdriver. You know what I should have done? I should have left these rear tires off and put them on last. Because these screws are just not going to stay on that screwdriver. That's what I should have done, folks. I don't know if I can get them off without having it apart. That's one. Yep, I was able to do it. One more than one way to skin a cat, I guess. Look at there. Right there's the hole. Got a screw down in there. Okay, so we both learned something. And it's been a while since I took one of these cars apart. I forget the little tiny details that you need to know. So, guys, if y'all do that to your Audi or another car made by Maisto, make sure you put the rear wheels on last. Make sure you put the rotors on first. They'll probably pop off. There we go. Do like I do and hold your breath and hope nothing breaks when you're pushing it on. Hope y'all can see that. And come on. Go to the other side. Turn it around so you can put your thumbs on it. Pop on. Yeah, that baby. There's your completed model. There you have it, guys. Reassembly of the Audi R8 V10 Plus after the mods have been done to it. I didn't bring a flashlight, so it's harder to see the flocking, but y'all seen all of that. I didn't do nothing to the engine compartment. But there's the front boot. That's been flocked. So it's a long enough video. Hope you watch all the way through, but if you don't, I understand. So that's it. That's a complete model, the reassembly. So, guys, I hope this is helpful to you. And I hope you like the video. If so, give it a thumbs up. If you like this channel, please consider subscribing. Thank you to all the new subscribers who have just recently subscribed to the channel. Up to 153 people now. So I'm pretty proud of that. But again, if you like this channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell button so you'll be notified when the next video gets uploaded. This is Tracy here again at T&M Diecast Reviews, and we'll catch you on the next one. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.